Some of my closest friends live almost 500 miles away, and yet I hang out with them every single day. This is the benefit of having online friends. After school and work, we all hop on Xbox and chat and game for hours. But it wasn't always like this, and we didn't always know each other. It all started back on that fateful night. We were playing a game called Ark, a fierce survival game set in prehistoric times where every player is a potential threat. I interviewed my friends Cam, Colin, and Dan, and asked them about their experiences and what it was like when we all first met each other.
So it started back like about 2014 when we were all on Xbox and we were playing a game, Ark Survival Evolved. And I remember just walking around in that game, and I went up to a man who he was like kind of in like rubble from a war. Something happened, and so I go up to him and I'm about to knock him out with a slingshot, and because in that game it's kind of fun. But and right as I was about to slingshot him in the back of the head, he turned around and goes, "Oh, hello," and it was really funny because I put it away. I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And that's pretty much where it started. I invited him to our tribe. We started talking, playing every single day.
It was kind of weird. Like we played with like a lot of other people online, and it was kind of weird that we picked those people out. It's just like out of everybody that we played with, and they've stuck around that long. Just kind of baffled me.
Yeah, I think the way I met them is that my buddy Zach convinced me to buy this completely terrible game called Ark. And I think it's like some game about dinosaurs. So the man convinces me to buy this game, and it's complete trash. I ended up playing it with him and some buddies he found online, and that was Cam and his whole group of friends. And then probably like a couple weeks after that, they all realized the game sucked, so we stopped playing that. But I kept up with them. We kept playing more games and all that.
At this point, I finally got to meet our new friends, Cam, Colin, and Danson, all from Michigan. We played all sorts of games together and even made group chats to further keep in touch. And after a few years, we decided it was finally time that we all formally met in person. The Michigan boys were officially on their way to Jersey.
I remember getting out of the car from driving all the way from Michigan to New Jersey, meeting in a Lowe's parking lot, and I remember getting out and seeing you, and I was like, oh my God, it's Brian. It's actually him. I remember shaking your hand. I'm like, man, this is awesome. I can't believe I'm actually down here. It was just a fun experience. I cannot believe that I got to actually just meet people on Xbox just like that.
It was kind of like an outer body experience. It was it was kind of like surreal to finally meet them in person. You know, again, they live so many states away, and it was a really good experience. Cool.
It was certainly one of the more surreal moments you have, where they're familiar, yet you've never seen them in your life. And after that weekend, our friendship had definitely reached a higher level.
So online friends, to me, are just like any other friend. No matter how far away they are, they're really, really close to me.
It's a hard way to keep in touch, but it's a good way it's worked.
It definitely is difficult to maintain friendships through like online, just because if I get busy or something, it happened where I was pretty much gone for like a year off Xbox. Completely new people were hanging out with us. It's like pretty much I think around the same time I met like the whole Michigan crew. It's hard to meet up with people, especially the ones from like states and states away. But at the same time, it's also easier just because I can get online and talk to someone who is that far away. And you don't necessarily have to meet up every single day. You can still be friends with them, even though it's online.
Flash forward to summer of 2019, and we decided it's time to pay the Michigan boys a visit. Only we thought it'd be hilarious to keep our buddy Cam out of the loop and surprise him. We even got his mom on board for the whole thing. That week in Michigan was truly something else. It was a blast to see the smile on Cam's face when he saw us there.
When we went up there, it was definitely weird. Like, I've never went to another place, at least like vacation-wise, and stayed at someone's house. So that was completely unique for me. It was definitely weird when I first met them because We met his mom first, actually. So we went up to Michigan, went to a diner, and one of our like mutual buddies met up with us, and he pretty much knew where Cam lived. So we went with him, and we went to his house at like 7 a.m. And this man sleeps, Cam, he sleeps in until like probably 1 in the afternoon. So we get to his house at 7.
The favorite memory, it probably had to be when you guys all showed up in Michigan for my graduation party, and I was sleeping downstairs. Didn't even know you guys were coming. My mom somehow just kind of got you guys all there, and just like, and you guys all stayed at the house, and just like you guys waking me up, and I'm like, what the heck?
And his mom greets us, and his mom's like, all right, sneak in. And I legit, the first time meeting this guy, I meet him in his room as he's sleeping in his bed.
Everyone's here. You guys are all down there, and then we all just had a great time up there. And we all were like stuck in this one little tiny basement room. It was just fun memories, and I can never forget it.
When we went up there, we stayed there for, I think, just under a week. We would end up like every day going somewhere to like just hang out, do like random stuff around that city. I know the one day we went to like an indoor like trampoline place, like go-karting, pretty much played video games the entire time. So it's basically we just did the same thing we did on Xbox, we just did it in person.
But despite all these good times, it always gnaws at me that we're growing up, and we may never see one another again one day.
You know, everyone has their own path. Us right now, like we all have a group chat. We talk about like everything. We all just have Xbox in common. We all play Xbox, and so some of us want to be bio majors. The others want to be going to like catering businesses and stuff like that, and some diesel engineering. We all have our own separate ways, but Xbox all ties us together.
It's get a little harder as life started to take its adulting, but I think we could manage it.
Definitely the issue we're going to face is probably over the course of the next couple of years. We're not going to be in the same state, so it won't be as easy. Because before it was everyone from Jersey grouped up and went to Michigan, because that's where the other half of the group was. But I'm thinking in a couple of years, everyone's going to be in different states, so it's going to be way harder to try and manage that.
With as far as we've come, I'm sure we'll find ways to keep in touch and meet up, even if we do live in different states, or if we have careers and families.
And I don't think, for at least for the time being, for a good while, that we're ever going to split off.
Technology brought us all together in ways we never could have imagined, but we stayed for the highs, the lows, and the camaraderie, the friendship that binds us all together. And that is something that is truly unbreakable.